Guys, welcome to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So guys, there are just some things I actually learned in Kenya that I want to share with you guys. Okay, as someone who lived in Kenya for a while, okay, there are some things that I found that I started doing. You guys, like, this is how Kenya has changed me. Anyway, let's dive right into the video. But before then, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe and be part of the family. Okay, yeah, like this video as well so that more people can see. That's your only way of supporting the channel, right? Thank you so much. So let's dive right in. Number one thing that I actually learned while living in Kenya is to eat a lot of vegetables. Like, Kenya will make you to eat vegetables like hell. every time you're eating something, that is always vegetable, in between what you're eating. Now, even when it comes to you eating the ugali, our almighty ugali in Kenya, you're going to eat with vegetables. It's either you choose to eat with vegetable sauce, or you're eating with cabbage sauce. Okay, yeah, everything is just vegetable, even though there will be sauce around it. Okay, especially when you're eating ugali, they usually put like meat sauce, like goat meat sauce or beef sauce that you can use to eat it, but you're going to eat vegetable. Now, when you go to some restaurants and you are being served food, trust me, they might add like banana for you, avocado. Like, there's always vegetable in anything that you are eating. Vegetables and fruits. Kenya made me love vegetables and fruit. Like, I got used to it. Now I can actually eat lettuce, fresh lettuce. Okay, fresh lettuce with my rice or my spaghetti, whatever I'm eating, I can eat fresh lettuce with them. In fact, I enjoy eating spaghetti or macaroni with fresh lettuce. Like lettuce, I don't have to stir fry it. Like, before now, I was not that person. I'm not someone that love to eat vegetables that much, but now I eat a lot of vegetables. I love vegetables right now, especially when it has to do with lettuce. Right, let me even limit it to just lettuce. Okay, even though the other type of vegetables I love to eat is our normal Nigerian afang soup, which also is vegetable, but the way it's cooked is like, it's well cooked, right? But fresh vegetables, Kenya has it. Fresh fruits, Kenya has it. You will learn how to eat it. You will learn how to eat it. Even normal fruit, like that different fruit in Kenya that I've never seen in my life before, and I had to try them on while living in Kenya. And now, like, I love fruits. Okay, so Kenya has changed me in that direction. Second thing is tea. Like, Kenyans love to drink tea. Like, they can drink tea morning, afternoon, night, and even on that hot sun, you guys are drinking tea. So before now, I've always known tea to be like beverages that we drink in Nigeria, which is like the Bonvita and milk, right? But coming to Kenya, I found out that those were not tea. There is actually something called tea. I think the whole of East Africa has taught me that. Okay, living in across East Africa has taught me that, and Kenya was my first place to ever travel to around East Africa, right? So drinking tea became like a part of me. I can literally go to the supermarket and buy tea, like a box of tea. But before now, I don't do that. Like, why? Because we have more of Lipton. I think that's what I know as tea, part of tea, but we call it Lipton, not really tea. So when someone tells you they want to drink tea, you think it's just the beverage that we're used to. But coming to Kenya, I found out that so many teas, that not just the Lipton I was used to. There's so many. You have the green tea, you have the black tea, you have so many, and they all have names. Okay, there are just so many of them you can find at the shelf when you go to buy. Like, those times I'll go to Naivas to go and buy things, and I'm seeing them, like, you're seeing a lot of teas on their shelves, right? So Kenya has taught me how to drink tea. And I was just wondering, somebody will tell you, oh, I had breakfast this morning, what did you have? Tea. So I felt maybe it's the kind of tea that I'm used to. And I also found out that when you go to supermarkets, right, you will see normally fresh milks. Like, people buy these fresh milks a lot and they rush it. Sometimes when I was living in Bamburi, sometimes we don't have milk in supermarket. You might be limited to buy like 2 in that supermarket. I think I've even forgotten the shops I usually was in. Naivas I was always buying from in Bamburi, I think so. So sometimes they might limit you to buying only 2 or 3 or 4, depending on the stock they have at hand. And they will say, oh, there is no fresh milk, so they want every other person to be able to have access to milk. So they will say, okay, you're only entitled to so amount of tea. That was then, right? So the amount, you only entitled to so amount of milk, not tea. So milk was used to be scarce sometimes, so people love fresh milk. And I found out my daughter also loved the fresh milk, right? But me, I'm used to my powdered milk, and they can be really expensive. Okay, since I came to East Africa, they really can be expensive, but I still prefer it. Like, the taste is just different for me. Even if you want to give me liquid milk, it has to be something like Peak Milk, 3 Crown, all of those kind of milk. Okay, but my daughter loves to drink the liquid milk, so I end up buying them. Sometimes I buy in cartons just because of I want her to have milk. Okay, those sachet ones, because I want her to always have milk, and she loves milk a lot. She can take her cereal with milk. She doesn't add milk inside the cereal. You have to give her a glass of milk, then you give her a dry cereal for her to chew. That's how she eats cereal. Okay, so we usually buy milk in the house. But me, I love my I love my milk dry, my powdered milk. Okay, and each time I go to the supermarket, I usually buy that. So yeah, Kenyans love tea a lot. Okay, another thing I actually learned in Kenya is to be soft in speaking. Okay, one of the things I I notice is that somebody can be talking to you right now, and the next person is not hearing it, and you're wondering, like, are you guys actually conversing? Okay. Like, Kenyans can actually speak without you hearing, without the next person hearing. And these people are just talking. And sometimes you could be on the phone, they're talking to somebody on the phone, and you are just seated nearby. You're not hearing what they are telling the next person. They are very soft-spoken people, right? They can really be soft-spoken, even though I didn't know they have the other part of them, which is what we're experiencing during the finance bill thing, right? But yeah, they're also very soft-spoken people, but that shouldn't make you to be toiled with. Okay, you can be smart, you can be anything, but try as much as possible to be soft spoken. So I started learning how to be soft spoken when I don't have to shout over the phone. I don't have to I don't have to make a lot of noise. And this has also helped me across East Africa, because I found out that everyone in East Africa, they're really soft spoken people, right? Not just Kenyans. Rwanda is, I think they're even the highest. Like, when it has to do with being soft spoken, Rwandese can really be soft spoken. Like, they can really be soft spoken, but not over the phone. Because when you're in a bus and the other person is making calls, sometimes the person can be loud. Not all of them, because sometimes you also sit down close to someone is talking. So I think it has to do with personality, and yeah, personality matters a lot. But yeah, across East Africa, they are really soft spoken people. Okay, another thing I think I learned while living in Kenya is to have fun, no matter the situation, no matter your ugly mood. Have fun. And having fun in Kenya is not so expensive, right? It's not like when you have to calculate, oh, I need to have so amount of money before I can have fun. It could just be you going to a particular restaurant. Maybe you have just 1K. Trust me, 1,000 shillings can help you to go to a restaurant, you eat good food, and you're back, right? So I don't have to have a lot of money for me to really have fun. Okay, Kenyans love to have fun a lot. Even though in Nigeria we love fun, right? But you need to really plan your fun, like kind of plan. Okay, but in Kenya you don't really need to, because I lived in Mombasa and there were just a lot of things for me to do, and going to the beach was one of those things. I think I've said it countless times on this channel. I love to go to the beach. I love to try local food. And those were just my kind of fun, and it wasn't so expensive, right? So having fun became a part of my life, and I had to teach my daughter, like, you don't need to have a lot for you to have fun, and she enjoys it, right? So each time we just stay and we are bored in the house, we have to step out and just go, give fun to ourselves. For God's sake, I'm making money and I have to enjoy the money I'm making, right? At some point, you don't need to let issues of life to ruin you or to make you feel like, yeah. Anyway, guys, so this is where I'm going to end. If you have ever lived in Kenya, as a foreigner. Let me know in the comment section, how has Kenya impacted your life? Okay, let me know in the comment section. I would really love to read from you. This is part 1. I think I'll come back for part 2 of how Kenya has, impacted my life, yeah, positively, right? So let me know what you thought in the comment section. If you're also a Kenyan, let me know how Kenya has changed your life, and you're someone who lived in Kenya all these years only for you to travel to another country, right? Just let me know what you learned, okay? How any country has impacted your life in the comment section. I really love to read from you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have not subscribed, this is that point where you need to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, be part of the family, and let's be friends. See you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.